My name is Emmanuel. I love simplicity, and for the longest time, as I can remember, have been trying to get models that are simplified, that even a 6-year-old child can be able to understand. However, that hasn't been so easy to find, and that is the reason to why I decided to come up with a simple diagram when it comes to financial planning that can help all of us, even a 6-year-old can be able to understand. And in simple terms, I have put it as FPD, the initials, that is financial planning diagram. Here we have, I can call it a flowchart that represents the entire aspect of financial planning, with us having our income as the main thing, and we divide it into 50% on each side so that we can be able to meet our day-to-day livelihood and also plan for the future in a way that is easy for all of us to understand. So here we have our income, which is 100%, and our expenses will take 50%. That is, we have our utilities, we have our transport, we have our subscriptions, but the main thing here is our food, clothing, and shelter. However, on top of this, we also remember to give to God what belongs to God, so that is tithe. Then on this other side of it, we have savings, and then we save money so that we can be able to invest. And then we have classes of investment, whereby we're talking of businesses, we have real estate or property, we have stocks, bonds, treasury bills, and equities. That's one and the same thing, in other words. And then we have jewelry as our class of investment, also for the storage of value. And we have commodities, that is gold, silver, oil and gas, and even rice. You can trade it as a commodity. Then on the central part of it, we have the education aspect of it. That is, we have an education policy for the education of your child, or personal learning for you as an individual who wants to gain more skills or just improve on what you have by probably buying a book or attending a seminar to acquire more knowledge. Then we have an emergency fund, and we have here with us, we have a fund, money fund, or a donation fund for that matter. And we also have a retirement account that you can be able to get it from your assets, and you take percentages of what you earn from your assets in order for you to build your retirement account. Then down here we have life insurance for protection purposes. So when it comes to financial planning, there is also the aspect of which percentage should go where and how much should go where. For the start, when it comes to the aspect of savings, we need 10% for the start, so that we can be able to grow our investment portfolio. And that is, we buy these assets, or we can buy one, and then the revenue that comes from one will give us cash flow, and that cash flow will help us to take a business loan, and that particular business loan will help us to invest in other asset classes and diversify our portfolio, so that you can be able to have more income that will enable us to plan for our future. And when it comes to the central part of it, then we talk of 10% will go towards the education part of it, be it self-education or education for your child, that is education policy or personal learning. And 10% will go towards your emergency fund. The emergency fund needs you to have at least 6 to 9 months of income that can sustain your lifestyle comfortably when you are still figuring out what next to do in the event that you've lost your livelihood or your income or your main source of income that you are depending on. For fund money, this is basically you need 5% of your income, so at least you can just enjoy yourself or even donate the same money to a charity, or you can also visit the elderly and provide something for them, given that we have the pandemic with us and most people are not having so much to go by with. I believe that can be helpful as well. Then we will need 5% to go towards our medical insurance, because when diseases come in, they don't knock the door. But when you plan in advance, it will help you to avert other risks and miscellaneous expenses, or borrowing when you don't need to borrow simply because you didn't plan for it. And this other aspect of it, when it comes to tithe, you will take 10% and give it to God. Being a religious person, I can tell you that helps a lot for protection of your income as well, and a lot of other things. And for food, clothing and shelter, that will depend on how large your household is. And then utilities, transport and subscriptions, still it will depend on how much you use each aspect of it. And I believe with this simple structure, you can be able to make financial planning much easier and more simpler for everyone in the entire society, and you can be able to move ahead conveniently and confidently. Watch out for every Friday. I'll be doing a simple diagram to explain financial planning. You will be educated, you will be motivated, you will be inspired to take action and take charge of your financial well-being and even financial planning.